On y'all, it's J Small Reviews here, back at it again with another video, man. To bring you guys today, what am I bringing you? Yet another predictions video, because we have another event that got lined up. I said April and May, maybe even June, are all looking crazy, and you're starting to see all these events roll in to build out that back-to-back schedule. And this is maybe the biggest event that's been announced so far yet, with Chrome 23 finally coming back and making their imprint on the year with Miami Nights. So, event out of Miami, different, a lot of events happen out in Florida, to be perfectly honest with you, but I don't think I've seen too many actually go down in Miami. So, few different things to think about when it comes to maybe crowd a little bit. I'm thinking it's I didn't check the venue. I'm figuring it's like nightclub-ish venue. Maybe we're looking at like 300 to 400 people. I'm not 100% sure, right? I can't speak completely to that, but 5 to 6 battle card, extreme bomb grudge match for a main event, which I'm sure is what you guys are coming here to talk about, which is Verb versus Swamp. But before we get there, we're just going to start from the bottom of the card, give my overall predictions for each matchup and my winners. So starting from the bottom of the card, we're starting off with Chirac versus Zan. Zan being with Taz, two of the trenches / Chrome's like home built type of talent, right? And then versus Chirac, who just placed 6 on the WOTY list. So not mad at it. You get Chirac over here and get her a plate, and you give her to somebody that you're trying to push as an artist. I got Chirac winning this one 2-1, if not 3-0. My thing with Chirac is not only is she grown in skill level, where bar for bar probably she's going to beat Zan. Zan also hasn't been the most clean, kind of struggle. She'll get, a pocket here, a pocket there, but even if she doesn't choke, there's just natural stumbliness right now to her delivery, as opposed to Chirac, who also could be prone to some stumbles here and there, but I think she'll be locked in. Chrome is a pretty big opportunity. She obviously lost to, I don't remember who she lost to on QB's card, but choking, not taking it serious, bigger stage, more seasoned and better than this opponent. I'm expecting Chirac to go in there and handle business, but I think Zan will be okay. After that, you got Jade versus Coffee Brown. So Coffee starts out with on URL Arsenal. App-only event. I believe that's happening today as I record this. And now she's going to have Jade. And Jade gets a big opportunity here. 3 rounds, bigger kind of Premier League. Now, Jade has been building up her resume. Battled New Jersey Twerk, battled Official, battled Vixen, but Twerk was a 3-rounder. I don't remember the name of the league. Didn't end up working out for her, which is not too much of a shocker there. And then Vixen and Official were both 1-rounders. So now you get a 3-rounder here where you really get to prove if you do great in this one, this is the one that truly adds to your resume. My thing with Jade is in those 1-rounders, she is competitive in those 1-rounder kind of formats, although I do usually have her on the losing side of it. I think she could have a couple great bars. She definitely has a witty pen, but I think she has a couple that aren't the craziest, can create a dry spot here and there. She doesn't have the most energy whatsoever. Coffee's working better in that delivery department and performance. I think that can be a big difference here, is Coffee being in these fights where your all-around game is more necessary. Well, for the most part, Jade just goes bar for bar with all of her ops. And while both, similar to Chirac and Zan, have had histories of being unclean, Jade particularly, it's really hindered her career. So I have Coffee winning this one 2-1, if not 3-0, similar to Chirac and Zan. I think Jade will even do more decent than Zan does, but I just think they're facing opponents that are more seasoned and just overall have the matchup advantage over them. And then from there, we can get into the third battle, a battle that I like very, very much, and that is Prestavia versus Shayna Ashley. This is the one. This is fucking fantastic. Outside of the main event, I guess this would be considered kind of the co-main event in a sense. And I just think that, first of all, return of Prestavia is fantastic. This is a star in the making, a superstar even. And she showed that with her official performance before she, congratulations to her having her kid and everything that comes with motherhood. But before that, her official performance was a masterclass. Even though I thought official did pretty decent, one of the better officials, although she's maybe not prime official anymore. Prestavia just wilding on her. Her second was a highlight, the quadruple entendre shit. Shayna, it's a bit of a different fight. One, I feel like Shayna's a little bit more informed. 2, Shayna's delivery is elite. I feel like with official, that may be what's hurt her a little bit more recently, and where Prestavia kind of showed that difference. More aggression, more powerful, just a fresher type of delivery. Shayna's not playing with you. She's going to meet you in the middle. What's her advantage here? She's still got that pen and that wordplay advantage. So for those reasons, and for just how much I believe in Prestavia, she's been sitting on material, waiting to get back in the ring. I got Prestavia 2-1 edge over Shayna Ashley. I have Prestavia barely beating Shayna Ashley in one of the best battles of the night. Can Shayna win? Absolutely, of course. That's all she's really been doing since she got back. My only thing with Shayna is that, like I said, She's even improving bar for bar, but I think Prestavia's already got it. Like, she's modern writing, she's there. Choked versus Fonz, if it means anything, so I guess that's the only real, like, I can look at, like, oh, she stumbled in this battle, there's a little bit of a history, but I'm not expecting no chokes, none of that. These two are going to be gunning at 100, and it is going to be one of the most competitive and best battles of the night. Maybe Shayna wins, maybe that vet experience takes over, but bigger stage. Prestavia was just there. I don't think I've seen Shayna on a big stage since she's been back, or even a room of, that's a lie, she battled Rose in like a nightclub type of setting, right? And she was fantastic, so even then, you see them trying to make those separating factors, and they're hard to pick out. That's just how close this battle is, but I'm betting on the younger talent, using that more modern ability and wordplay, and just finding the edge, and like I said, one of the best battles of the night. And that leaves you with the last two battles of the night. Next battle is Shuni the Rapper versus E Hart. Big time type of. So even though Chrome, as they said, we're not just a women's league anymore, we're moving away from just that. Look, it's just the men being added to the card. Give it a little bit of pizzazz. You still got pretty much an all-ladies card here with great ladies matchups. And not only is Pris and Shayna great, Shuni and E Hart is too. No names in the female battle rap hierarchy that just simply haven't battled each other yet. If I do have to go with it, a prediction though, can't lie to you, I kind of easily got E Hart in this one. I'm going to go 2-1 clear, but it could borderline with 30. Obviously, Shuni's last performance on Chrome left a lot to be desired with Hustle, choking all 3 rounds on stage. And this is just kind of the thing with Shuni's career. When you get to the bigger matchups, even Casey, she was good in that, but there needs to be cleanliness. And, there's been a lot of talk about that with how she was discussed on the BOTN panel. And now going into the E-Hart matchup, another big matchup, just be clean. Just give yourself a chance to compete material-wise, because Shuni always has good material for the most part. But it varies from stumbles to just flat out choking. So I hope she can get it there. Obviously, room size with Shuni is maybe even a little bit more safe than E-Hart. E-Hart rarely gets to kind of even half medium-sized room, let alone bigger rooms. Like I said, I don't know which one this would be. I'd assume more towards the medium, smaller room setting. But even if there is more people in there, you would think that would be pro Shuni. But if you're not getting your wraps out clean, it's hard to give you pro anything in an advantage. I think she'll do good material-wise, but I can count on E-Hart. E-Hart choked twice last year. I can count on her more than Shuni, but she's had her own little bit of issues and slip-ups. But what's her last Chrome performance? QB. Fucking lit the world on fire. It was absolutely fantastic. So, all for recent work, off of trusting them to get the material out clean. Even at 100%, I'd still probably take E-Hart at their peak just because of how great E-Hart is with her pen. More pen-based, can do a few things, while Shuni is a punch-based rapper. A little bit more of an entertainment factor, but I feel it's safer with the Hart pick. Plus, Hart's record versus the other top women and notable women in battle rap is phenomenal. It's probably the best part of her career, and I see that continuing here with an E-Hart victory. And that leaves you with the main event. And what is the main event? A Verb versus Swamp. We've been waiting a minute. We've been waiting, talking about last year's SM, even before that, and how for Swamp, on the way to becoming one of the best in the world, one of the most notable, you're going to have different plates to elevate you to different regions. When he beat Twerk, when he had beat Your Honor, you know what I'm saying, the PG, that mattered. That was a step up, right? Then he went on to have his Twerk battle way later after some wins, some losses, right? T-Top and Swave and things like that, Don Marino. Twerk is another level up win. Then you get to 2022, right? Rum Nitty. I think Suge was a good win to get through the tourney, but Rum Nitty. Now we're starting to see, Fonz. You're starting to put together the big wins back to back. And I feel like this battle in a lot of ways is like the Tay-Rock battle, where he gets the Tay-Rock on SM, big moment. And I'll tell you what, for all we've given Swamp for not being clean, which is a huge issue, it lost him $120,000 versus JC. You know what I'm saying? It might have lost him his battle versus T-Top, etc., etc. Actually, definitely lost him his battle versus T-Top, that he should have won if he was just clean. This A-Verb battle is like that Rock battle where it is super serious, it is top level, it's a milestone type of battle. So I'm hoping to see Swamp clean like he was in the Tay-Rock battle, and have his full 3 rounds prep, because this is an amazing grudge match. The way these guys have been talking shit, and kind of the contrast in their styles. They can both talk that shit, just straight talk. I think for Swamp, it's a bigger part of his style, just to talk real shit. But then Verb's going to have the writing edge. You know what I'm saying? Whether you feel about Verb, he's always the most direct. I always point out Verb not being direct in his recent battles, but pen-wise, wordplay-wise, syllable structure, these are things that he can just simply do better than Swamp. So someone that's more little technically sound with the pen versus more someone that you've been bothering. He's got maybe great angle. Maybe there's an angle there for Swamp to work, depending on what he comes up with. Well, Verb, there's always angles, but what angles he's going to work, and that real shit, just kind of talk to Verb. There's so many things to like about this battle, so many things to consider in the prediction, as you can hear. So Out of all of them, this is the one where I'm going to give you a prediction because it's a prediction video, but I can't sit here and tell you I'm bulletproof confident this is the one. We're going to have to see if things are a little bit closer to the event. Mindset, think over those factors. Do I prefer that type of writing edge and obviously the seasoned and experiencedness of a Verb who very rarely chokes a couple times at King of the Dot, but it's very, very rare, as opposed to Swamp, who I think can do a little bit more haymaker-wise, make a moment here and there. There's going to be the power behind him to use that real talk, to angle. Spotlight's on him, but that lack of cleanliness, Verb's not going to beat himself. He's not going to choke. So if you have a round where you're better material-wise and you choke, you're just giving one away. And there's a very big possibility of that happening. But I believe in motivation. I believe in big-time players making those big-time moments and making big-time careers, right? So when I look at Swamp, I think he is someone that's meant to be top tier in this game. I think he is someone that's meant to be a star and keep competing at this top tier level. Showed me that with Nitty, showed me that with Tay-Rock. Even though we don't like the Arsenal battle, he went on and won that battle. So for all those reasons, I'm going Swamp 2-1 edge going in. He's got more to win here. I'm sure he's pissed. He's got a lot to say, and I think he's going to make the most of the moment. But I have a 2-1 edge. I think it'll be debatable. I think what Verb's going to do is kind of a polar opposite to what Swamp will do and will work very effectively. Like I said, we'll talk about it more and more getting closer to the event. But off of that first watch, I'm going to go off that motivation. I'm going to go with Swamp making the most of his opportunity, and I have him beating Verb 2-1 in the main event of Chrome's Miami Knights. And that is my full little set of predictions here for Chrome's Miami Knights event. I know Trenches said that they're easy tweeted this morning. Trenches got their announcement tomorrow, which it looks like to also be in Miami. So, hey, listen, the Chrome Trenches duo, you know what I'm saying, everything going on over there. Looks like Miami's their next place they're going to take over. We're going to see what other battles get announced. I think this is a very good card getting announced here. Verb versus Swamp is probably the biggest announcement so far in 2024. Depending on what you count, I mean, we even got the full straight date for Lux versus Nitty, so that would probably be bigger. But outside of that, this is the biggest matchup that we've gotten a definitive date for, and we know is going down. Swamp versus Verb, Prestavia versus Shayna. Those two battles right there, enough to buy the card. And I'm not mad at Shuni versus Ehart, which definitely helps. Coffee versus Jade, I don't see him being the most competitive, but I like seeing Coffee get in the ring. Jazz battle probably is going to be her next big look whenever we can get that, or whenever that will get lined up. But I'm sure these are kind of plates building up to whenever Coffee gets that milestone. And then Zam versus Chirac, just to show the the home team talent some love. And I'm never mad at Chirac getting booked after the year she had last year. So I'd give it on paper a little 8 out of 10 card, you know what I'm saying? Could even push to 9 out of 10 depending on the battle quality. With Chrome, it hasn't been an on-paper problem. That's never been their problem, but a lot of events, the quality isn't there. You either miss one battle, or for the most part, the main events are just great, or sell like the Easy and Geechee, like the Hitman and Easy and etc. And then the undercard doesn't always deliver. So a few different things that I want to see here. I want to see Chrome's first impact on the year be a good one, and hopefully give them good momentum going into this June event that's kind of been whispered about. So love to hear y'all's opinions in the comments down below, specifically with Verb and Swamp, of course. Who do you have winning? Why? Who does it mean more for? All those things. Then please let me know about the undercard, Prestavia, Shayna, all those matchups. What do you think is going to be the biggest takeaways from Chrome when it's all over with this event? But it's been Jay Small Reviews again, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to catch you on the next one, man. Peace.